Hello, everybody. I was trying to help mom, and I forgot that I had turned this thing to come on when I pushed the button. I thought, uh, let me help her get what she was trying to do. And I know this chair, chair and stuff looks kind of crazy, but it's because I haven't got this setup finished. At least I'm at the desk, so that's going to help quite a bit. And I'm still working out things. I told y'all it would take me a while because I'm not too computer savvy. And I'm trying to just see how the internet is. Hi, Sheila. I'm okay. I guess I'm okay. Hope you're okay. Hope everybody's okay. I've just been so upset over that lady's disappearance in Arizona that, I shouldn't watch the news, but mother likes the news, so we watch it. Or when I go through the part of the house, she's watching it, and I'm just like, I hope that somebody gets her back to her family because it's just worrisome to me. I can't fathom. I mean, money is the root of all evil, as the Bible says, but I just cannot understand. And I told mother, I said, I don't know what I'd do if I came home or whatever and you were gone. I couldn't take it. I wouldn't know what to do or not do uh, and I know that family feels the same. And the daughter, being a news forecaster or everything, she's probably um, did these stories on the air and never thought it would be her own mother at 80 something years old. I mean, so we just pray that they come to their senses and they let that little old lady go and stop all the madness, the foolishness. My friend Sheila, that's on here, she sent me a beautiful t shirt that says, doing the best I can, y'all. Now, that's what I always say. Now, Sheila, I'm doing the best I can, y'all. But if I ever get them made, I don't want to wear this one because I want to keep it. I'll wear it occasionally, but that was so sweet of you, Sheila. I'm so tickled over it. I showed it to everybody I knew. I love the design, and I think this camera is just right there. Maybe you can see it there, like that. Maybe you can see it. You got it, and you asked me the size. Well, you got it big enough because I like my clothes big. I really do. I don't, especially if it's lounge clothes. I do not like anything that is cumbersome or binding. This silk shirt's getting a little tight on me. I bought this on one of my trips to somewhere overseas, and I enjoy wearing it. It's soft and it's good silk, but it's getting a little tight around the middle. It's them chocolate pies, I'm afraid, doing it. But I thought I better come on, being Thursday, and I haven't been on for the last couple of days. Uh, I've been posting occasionally some little something that I've cooked. Um, Hi Dee, how you doing? Hey Billie Jean, Mama, good evening, y'all. Billy Sheila, I love the t-shirt. Yeah, I do too. I love the t-shirt that Sheila designed and sent to me. It's beautiful. Hi, David. Nice shirt. I love it. I love the shirt. I do. It's navy and it's got I like I don't know about this. Well, y'all saw it. I'm going to be cross-eyed from trying to see the camera and see how to get that up. Hi, Grandma Teresa. Good you could come. Good you could make it. But at least I got it up here where I can see y'all's comments without looking at the, you know, what. Uh, Sheila says you can never tell if clothes are going to run big or small or just right. Well, it's probably bigger than most people, but it's just right for me. It's what I want, you know. Um, all those expensive suits that I've got, I kept saying I probably could get in them. Well, I haven't tried one. And I hope I don't have to because that would mean someone blew away. So, because I don't wear, unless I go to a music symphony or a ballet or something like that, then I wear a suit jacket and then I would have to see if they fit around the middle. But I don't see that I'm going to get to go to any of that in the near future. So I guess I'll just, I've got them in 2 or 3 different sizes. So if y'all see me with the back cut out like they used to do at the funeral home, and you see the front looks so good, and then when I walk away from you, and you see about that much of my backside that don't have no material on it, just don't say nothing. Just say he enjoyed too many chocolate pies and leave him alone. Because I'm not going to re-up those clothes. I'm just not going to. I didn't wear them enough. I did at the time, but I don't wear them enough now to even try to invest in an expensive jacket like that. I'd probably go to the Goodwill and find something and then have it cleaned, But I wouldn't pay that kind of money for a suit nowadays if the law allowed. I just don't feel like it's feasible with my age and how much I wear it. No, it's not. It's not worth it. Now, mother, she's got some beautiful clothes, and I try to dress her when we do go out. The few pictures y'all seen, I do. I go pick her stuff out, and I get her dressed and get one of her coats, and she wears it. And my stepdad bought her several fur coats, and they're good fur coats. And for so long, she said, I don't know if I should wear them. I'm afraid I'll get paint thrown on me. I said, you just let somebody throw some paint on you. They'll wish they hadn't. And so we've not had any trouble with it. But now her longer ones, they're too heavy. It's not cold enough in this part of the world for her to even get them out of the storage thing. So this is the worst tasting drink I've ever had in my life. It's just what I did is I knew that I was going to go on live. And so I hurried up and I thought, well, I'll just put some water in that glass. Well, I'd had cherry Kool-Aid in it. Well, this is the aftermath of the cherry Kool-Aid with water. But by the time I took the first drink of it, I was already sitting here fixing to talk to y'all. And I thought, it'll just have to wait. Some things in life, they just have to wait. And that's one of them. When you get in front of this to do your lives or whatever, it isn't like when you're doing your cooking video, you can pause it for a little bit to get some preparation done or something like that. And I think that the weather is going to be okay now. I feel like that next week is supposed to be 60s, maybe 70s. I'm not sure exactly, someone told me that it was going to be pretty, so I haven't even had a chance to look at it. I did go to the airport and pick up the lady that she lives in Belize and she has a business here. She's a friend of mine, and that's who I drove to the airport. I went. Her plane didn't come in at 8 o'clock. It came in at 10 or 10:30, and she gave me the option to come the next day. And I said, no, I'd rather just get down there and get back. Get you and get back because I have to be here with mother. And I said, I just can't. I don't leave her. I just do not leave her for very long. Even though I did that night, uh, I did leave her, but I checked in with her about 4 or 5 times on that Alexa where I could see her the video and she could see me, and told her when I got there.
I don't have an answer for that.
Well, I said the magic word and I'm not going to repeat it, but that she does that quite often. It's about makes me want to pee my pants because she comes out of nowhere. So at least I called her, and mother was fine, and made it okay. And the traffic was a lot less at 10 something at night. So I was glad that I got to get down there and get back. You know, uh, I told my friend, I said, I wish that you would try to do it in the daytime so that I wouldn't have to be out at late at night. And she said, there's only one, I think, I'm not sure if it's where she has to fly from on the island, but she said there's only one, I think one time of the day that they get into Houston, and then from Houston she comes to Dallas. So I really don't know. So that's kind of, I did okay, even though it was taxing on my eyes. I did okay, you know. Now if there had been a lot of traffic, it's those kind of times when you just want to pull over to the side of the road and just let everybody go by because they get right up on your tail, and they've got them dually trucks and big trucks, and they get right up on you, and the bright lights, even with the rear view uh, dimmed, they're still bright, and then coming towards me, they're still bright. And so I really am going to invest or check into those glasses that my brother said would help. So Sheila D said, Sheila, we're going to order these shirts and support Billy. I had mentioned that to Sheila that we might think about that, and she can have the residuals. Uh, I just have been saying that, I guess, in the last few years, but it's so true. I'm doing the best I can, y'all, and it's so true because I feel like people just get their tail in a crack, or they get mad at the drop of a hat or something like that, and I think, just calm down. It's not that detrimental, you know. I'm doing the best that I can, and that's how it all started. I don't like to be rushed, and I don't like to be hollered at and all that stuff. So I just kind of set my own pace, and I can finally get things done. Because y'all may be the same way. If you get rushed at work or at your house, and I'll mess up 2 or 3 things, that I wouldn't have messed up, and then I've got to clean that up, or I got to do this, or I got to do that. So just leave me the hell alone and let me do what I got to do, and then everything will come out in the end perfectly fine, just perfectly fine. She said, I didn't design it, everybody. I just ordered it from Amazon. Well, I thought you designed it. I mean, I thought you put in the wording and they make up the t-shirt. I didn't know how you did it. But like I told Granny Pat a long time ago, she's trying to sell those shirts and coffee mugs and all that stuff that her granddaughter designed. I wouldn't go that route. I told her it's for you to get something proof ready for a printer. It's going to be a lot cheaper you doing it, than having, I think hers is on Etsy maybe, or Amazon. one of those, and so if you can get let's say this T-shirt, if you can get a blue T-shirt and the print for $8, mark it up to $9 or $10, but like Granny Pat's stuff's 20, $25, and there's a cheaper way, but she didn't listen to me. So I imagine she's not selling very many because of that. Because uh, when you when they make you gotta pay them, then you gotta make your little markup, and then they've got to make their big markup, and then so it's not worth it. So we'll check into this about the t-shirts. I'm not saying it'll happen. I'm not saying it won't happen. Uh, Sheila said, that could be the next one. Just leave me the hell alone. Oh God, I've been saying that a long time too. Y'all, before it's over with, y'all will all get me a book that has all my bylines in it. Now, y'all ain't heard all my curse words. I don't cuss a lot, but when I do, when I get mad, I do. Or, well, maybe not a lot. I say a few bywords or cuss words. And if anybody's never said a cuss word, then I can't believe you. I cannot believe you. Uh-uh. Not at all. And I love dirty jokes. Not dirty like sexual jokes, but just little funny jokes. I love little funny jokes that's got a little hint of dirtiness to them. I think they're fun and they make you smile, and I'm all about smiles. You know, whatever makes us laugh and enjoy life. That's what we should do. I think the Lord has a sense of humor. I think so should we. So should we. But yeah, I'm so happy, y'all. The weather's getting better, and I'm happy not to have to be put to sleep all the time now that they've got those varices kind of fixed. My sister told me today, though, that my brother-in-law, y'all say a prayer for him because the he's the one that had half the lung took out, and he's not been gaining any weight. Uh, she told Mother and I today that they want him to come in ASAP for another. I'm not sure if it's a PET scan or it's a CT scan or what to see if the cancer. But she said it ASAP, so that kind of worried him. And I mean, it's very worrisome when you don't know. But like I told all of you, and you said, well, it's because I was right with God. I had no fear. I had no fear whatsoever that day that I bled out. It just erupted in blood, and I had no fear. I didn't. I was talking and acting, and I've had fear like, oh, your heart kind of acts up, and you have to go to the ER because something's not right. That I've had those that scared me, but this last time I wasn't scared at all, and I think God just put the peace on me that day because I could see what it was doing to my poor little 93-year-old mother and family. And I just, I've always been one to have the stiff upper lip and take over. I was good at working at the funeral home because I could always, take over if something was going wrong uh, and that's the way I had to be. My dad taught me you just buck it up and go on, and that's what I do still today. So, I believe that God gives me a lot of strength to do that, and He gives me the know-how. That's the main thing. I've always been afraid of getting dementia and not knowing what I was doing or whatever. But I think that's kind of a way, y'all, that God may uh, kind of easily put you into. the old age and the state of possibly passing away. He lets you just kind of maybe his. I'm not saying I know, and I'm not going to put. Uh, I'm not going to express because I don't know for sure, but I feel like maybe that's why God lets us have dementia or kind of uh, Alzheimer's or something. It's because it's so much easier on us, at being the person that has the Alzheimer's or having the dementia, because you don't really know that you're sick or old or I don't know that for a fact, but I just feel like there's a reason, and I always say that there's a reason for everything, and I'll try to deal with it the best I can, and see what's going on. I finally got a turntable out today that it hooks into my. I had bought it a long time ago, not a long time ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, at the at one of the estate sales. Somebody had it, and I got it for just a little of nothing. I never thought I'd use it, but I'm gonna. I thought that might be an interesting thing is to record my songs through that and that AI like I used to. I've got quite a few, so we'll just have to wait and see on that. Today, Mother came in here and sat for a long time with me. She likes this room because it has that big windows on the corner, and you can see all out in the yard and where the flowers are, and inside all my. Because this is where I have all the pineapple plants. What, 10 of them? The bougainvilleas are in here. I have a lot of flowers in here, and so we sat in here and had a really nice day today. Uh, and then my sister that lives out in the country, she had to come into town to get medication, so she stopped by, and so we visited. Probably, I bet she was here for at least an hour. So that was kind of fun. We don't get to see her all that often because we just don't do it, and we should. Everybody should go and see their family and so forth. But it's a lot right here going on. So I feel like that when we get to visit with my friends um, or my family, I try to call my stepbrother in Wichita Falls or outside of Wichita Falls every Sunday, and I didn't do it this Sunday, and I've got to do it. Probably will do it tonight or tomorrow. I'm nearly a week behind on things, and it's not because I mean to. It's just that uh, there's just a lot going on. Everybody's got a lot going on, whether it be you or me, and you got work, or you got kids, or you got elderly parents like I do, or there's always something going on, and uh, it's okay. At least we're breathing, not pushing up daisies, but we're breathing, and that chocolate pie, y'all. I hope y'all try to make that. I know I've gained 50 pounds in the last 2 days. No, not really. But I'm going to tell you that chocolate pie sure was good. And Mother had, I think, y'all, I shouldn't even tell this. I shouldn't even tell this. I think Mother had one piece, and I ate the rest of that pie myself. Now, y'all think that that's not bad? It said my internet connection went down, but I guess I'm back up. I can see us moving. Y'all, please like and share and give me those thumbs up if you don't mind, because it is coming down to that, to where it's helping the channel because everybody's been having people drop off. Make sure that you are still subscribed. I do pray for all of you. Mother prays for all of you. We're praying for uh, Miss Guthrie. Uh, there's so many more off worse than we are. Remember that. you remember that. There's more, there's somebody worse off than you are. So feel blessed. I do. I'm blessed to have my friends and family and the hype. Y'all don't forget the hype. I had Ben wrote me this morning about not being able to. He always sends little monetary gifts on my videos, uh, and it helps me buy spices and stuff like that, you know. And I appreciate it, Ben. But he wrote me an email saying that he couldn't figure out why. Uh, he couldn't figure out how to. I call it tipping. He couldn't figure out why it was not letting him send me money for certain videos, and I have no idea. I looked into it, and everyone I could find, there's a little whatever there is. It a let me look here and see what that's called. That's called a tip or something like that. Not a tip. I don't know what it. Thanks or whatever. But there's a deal up here that a code where they can send you for a coffee, money for a coffee. I just never put it on here. Uh, like this. I'll just show you. Buy me a coffee like that. But I've never done that. Uh, then there's live sales and stuff. Uh, so there's a lot of stuff on this. Sheila asked, why does it say Restream in my top left? Because that is not the app, the service that I use. It's free, but it's Restream, and to get that Restream taken off, you have to pay for uh, pay them to take that watermark off. So, and it doesn't matter. The watermark doesn't bother me, and I hope it don't bother you all because it's just Restream is the name of this service. It's kind of like the other ones that I can't remember the rest of them, but this was the only. There's a few free ones, but you have to have their watermark. You know, everybody's got to make their little bit of money, so I don't worry about it. And we have been on here about 30 minutes. We've talked about everything that I can think about. I wanted to see about the internet, and it went down one time. We'll see how the playback is, but I just want to tell y'all, God bless you. God bless us. Um, we hope that you have a good week, and I'll try to come back this weekend. We're doing okay.